There are places on this earth that feel closer to the divine. Luang Prabang is one of them. It is a city that breathes. It breathes with the gentle morning mist that rolls off the Mekong River. It breathes with the slow, deliberate footsteps of 1,000 monks. This is Laos's spiritual heartland, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where time seems to bend and slow. Here, 33 ornate monasteries or wats stand as timeless sentinels, their gilded roofs catching the first and last light of the sun. This is a city built not just on soil, but on centuries of devotion. It feels sacred because it is. The very air here seems thick with prayer. You can feel it when you walk past the ancient walls of a temple dating back to the 16th century. You can sense it in the reverence given to the Prabang, the most sacred Buddha icon in all of Laos, which gives the city its name. For centuries, this has been a place of pilgrimage, a sanctuary. It is a place where boys from all over the country come to receive a free education within the monastery walls. They don saffron robes not just for learning, but to generate merit for their families, a beautiful act of selfless love that ripples through generations. This is a city defined by its relationship with Buddhism. The population of monks is thought to be the highest per capita in the entire world. Imagine that. A city where the spiritual guardians, the young men and boys dedicated to a life of contemplation and peace, are woven so deeply into the fabric of daily existence. Their presence is a constant, gentle reminder of a different way of being, a way that is quieter, more mindful, and deeply connected to the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. It is this unique spiritual ecosystem that has drawn travelers here for decades, seeking a glimpse of something pure. But what happens when the world rushes in? What happens when a place so profoundly quiet is suddenly met with the roar of modern tourism? The delicate balance of this sacred city has been tested. The very soul that people come seeking is at risk of being loved too much and in the wrong way. The challenge becomes how to share this profound beauty without letting its essence be eroded by the sheer volume of attention. How does a city with such a deep soul protect itself from becoming just another destination on a hurried itinerary? This is the question Luang Prabang is now facing. There is a sacred ritual here, as old as the city itself. It is called Tak Bat, the morning almsgiving. Before the sun has fully risen, a silent procession of monks walks through the streets, their bare feet padding softly on the cool pavement. They carry their alms bowls to receive offerings of food from the faithful. This is not a performance. It is a deeply spiritual exchange, a 600-year-old tradition of giving and receiving that sustains the monastic community. It is an act of pure devotion, a meditation in motion. It is meant to be quiet, respectful, and deeply personal for those who participate. But fame brings a different kind of attention. With the recent opening of the Laos-China Railway, a wave of tourism has crashed upon this gentle shore. The sacred Tak Bat has, in some places, been transformed into a spectacle. Tourists, armed with flashing cameras and plastic-wrapped snacks, crowd the monks. They forget the signs asking for silence and respectful distance. They treat a solemn ritual like a photo opportunity, a box to be checked. Instead of offering fresh, lovingly prepared vegetarian food, they hand out junk food, items that are inappropriate and disrespectful to the monks' vows. The quiet grace of the ceremony is shattered by the noise of disrespect. This is the difficult truth of travel. Sometimes, in our eagerness to see, we forget how to truly witness. We become takers, not participants. The commercialization of sacredness is a subtle poison. Former monks, men who have lived this life, have watched with growing concern. They saw the soul of their tradition being chipped away, one flashbulb at a time. They understood that the problem was not tourism itself, but a lack of understanding. Visitors were not malicious, they were simply uninformed. They did not know the meaning behind the ritual, and so they could not know how to honor it. This is where a beautiful new chapter begins. It starts with the people who know this life from the inside out. Former monks like Anat Kamphu, who once walked in those silent processions, decided they had to act. Anat started a YouTube channel, a simple yet powerful tool to guide visitors toward a more positive impact. He began to teach, to explain, to bridge the gap between cultures. He and others like him realized they could not just stand by and watch. They had a responsibility to protect the heritage that had shaped them, and to share it in a way that fostered respect, not harm. A new kind of journey is being born in Luang Prabang. It is an invitation to go deeper. Instead of rushing between a dozen temples in a single afternoon, these new experiences ask you to slow down. They ask you to spend real time in just one or two sacred spaces. This is the heart of the initiatives created by former monks. Baunthan Sengsabang, who was a novice monk himself, founded a guiding business in 2024 called Spirit of Laos. The name says it all. He and others, through companies like Orange Robe Tours, are not just showing tourist buildings, they are sharing a way of life. Imagine sitting quietly in a temple courtyard, not as a spectator, but as a guest. Imagine being led, not by a guide reciting facts, but by someone who has actually lived within those walls. These tours offer that. They create a space for genuine connection. You can join the monks for their sessions of prayer and chanting, feeling the vibrations of their voices resonate within you. It's a chance to ask questions, to understand the simple rhythms of their day, from the morning alms to their evening studies. It is an education of the heart, not just the mind. These experiences are about authenticity. They peel back the layers of performance that can sometimes coat tourist interactions. Baunthan Sengsabang explains that learning to meditate is not some impossible mystical feat. He believes its basic principles can be shared in just a day or two. Through his guidance, you can sit and learn to quiet your mind, even for a few moments, in the very place where monks have done so for centuries. It's an opportunity to connect with them on a human level, to see the young men behind the robes and understand their path. Some journeys go even deeper, touching upon the core tenets of Buddhist philosophy. A tour with Spirit of Laos might include a visit to a Buddhist cremation. This is not for shock value. It is a gentle, profound reminder of life's impermanence, a central theme in Buddhism. It is an invitation to contemplate our own mortality, and in doing so, to appreciate the preciousness of every moment. These are not just tours. They are transformative experiences, designed to shift your perspective and offer an authentic, respectful window into a sacred world. It is a chance to truly see and to be changed by what you see. The impact of these new ventures extends far beyond the temple walls. They are creating a ripple effect of positive change throughout the community. The former monks who are leading this movement are not just tour guides, they are social entrepreneurs. They are using their unique position to build a more sustainable and responsible future for their city. Some have founded businesses like the artisan store Lala Laos, which helps fund education for young girls. Others have opened vocational training restaurants like Kaifeng, which gives marginalized youth a chance to learn skills and build a future. They are channeling the compassion of their past into concrete action for their present. This is about creating a new narrative for tourism. It is a story where visitors are not just consumers, but conscious participants. When you choose a tour led by a former monk, you are voting with your wallet. You are supporting a model that values respect over spectacle and depth over speed. Anat Kamphu and Baunthan Sengsabang are pioneers. They are showing that it is possible to share one's culture with the world in a way that is empowering, not exploitative. They are reclaiming their stories and telling them in their own voices, with dignity and grace. The personal stories shared on these tours are what make them so powerful. You might hear about why a young boy decided to join the monastery, or what it felt like to wake before dawn each day for the alms ceremony. These are not facts from a guidebook, they are lived experiences. This sharing creates a bridge of empathy. It transforms the monks from anonymous figures in orange robes into individuals with hopes, duties, and a profound sense of purpose. It allows us, as travelers, to leave a place not just with photographs, but with a piece of its heart inside our own. Ultimately, this is a story of hope. It shows that we can learn to travel better. We can choose to seek out experiences that foster genuine human connection and mutual respect. The monk-led tours of Luang Prabang are more than just a new travel trend. They are a lesson in mindfulness. They teach us that the greatest gift of travel isn't just seeing new places, but seeing the world and ourselves in a new way. It is a chance to connect with the deep, quiet soul of a city, and in doing so, to connect more deeply with our own.